its advantage. He got a pinner submit the champion in the gold.
Can he possibly get caught up in the magnitude of the moment? Didn't connect as cleanly as I'm sure she would have liked. Well, taking the tag of the way.
Now opportunity for the challengers for the tag team titles. The Ray still hurting from the assault by the Warriors earlier on.
His first goes Asuka.
Springboard moonsault, covered by the way to win the tag team gold. And breaking things up is Kairi Sane.
Cannot stress the importance enough of having a tag team partner on whom you can rely in all situations. If your shoulders are down, you need to believe the partner will be there for you, as we just saw from the gym.
Tag again, Hartwell's legal as the Ray takes out Kairi Sane and Asuka now. Goes to work, putting on a clinic with Indy Hartwell. German suplex.
Powerhouse Hartwell, no match in this moment for the striking ability of Asuka.
Still one here. Kick out at two.
Uncorked the heavy right that blocked Asuka, but Hartwell unable to capitalize immediately.
Takes her tag to the Ray. Challengers doing a great job tagging in and out of the ring.
They need to see some more urgency from the challengers.
On the top rope, and Kairi Sane gets involved, and the Ray crashes and burns.
I know what I'm talking about. Indian Candice took a little bit too long looking for fancy offense. It could have been very effective. We never got to find out for sure. This could be the end.
Tag the Sane. Kairi's going to go up top. Kairi Sane doing this.
There it is.
The Kabuki Warriors retain the tag team titles. Ray and Hartwell were game tonight.
Look down the bout of the challengers came for a fight and delivered one as well. But the Kabuki Warriors just too strong at Elimination Chamber. Perhaps it was desperation, perhaps it was uncertainty, but this is where it all began crumbling down to the challengers. The insane elbow of Kairi Sane from the top right to the heart of the Poison Pixie, and still
Indy Hartwell put on a great performance here tonight in her home country of Australia. But in the end, the Kabuki Warriors pick up the victory and retain the tag team titles. Nice ovation for Indy and Candice here tonight. Going on the back to the top of the hour on the Starting Elimination Chamber.
Wow, this is new.
Yeah, I switched to H&R Block, doing my own taxes like a champ. You can collect live real
Well,
it's
5 o'clock somewhere, so here we are. Yes, 5 a.m., not p.m., here in the East Coast of the United States of America. So, good morning, good middle of the night to anyone in the Central Time Zone or out west. As you might ask yourself, why in the hell are we up at this time watching pro wrestling on a Saturday morning? It's, not way back when it was the only thing on TV, but from then until now, of course, a lot has changed, but WWE is down under for the first time in 6 years. They are in Australia for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view premium live event here today, tonight, however you want to put it, wherever you are, we're live. So, yeah, they're down under as the road to WrestleMania rolls on. So the WWE Elimination Chamber will feature both Elimination Chamber matches with the men's and women's squaring off, in which winners receive championship matches at WrestleMania in early April. We'll also see a tag team title defense, as we actually just saw one on the kickoff pre-show in the women's division. We'll have a women's championship match in the main event with Australia's own mommy, Rhea Ripley. So who's your daddy there? But we'll also have the Grayson Waller effect, in which he'll have guests of Cody Rhodes and the World Heavyweight Champion Seth frickin' Rollins, along with Kangaroo Jack taking on Captain Kangaroo here at Elimination Chamber. So we'll, see how the show goes. They're gearing up for Mania, of course, and going to take it to the next level. So they say, ain't seen nothing yet. Could very well be, only time will tell, but the biggest and best WrestleMania of all time, potentially. So, yeah, 5 a.m., 5 o'clock somewhere, as mentioned. Not even that yet. We're still 4:50 and less than 10 minutes away from the top of the hour for the start of this show. So now, us Americans in the United States of America, God bless US of A, now know how it feels for everybody else watching a live event in sports, in their neck of the woods, whether it be across the pond in England. Of course, they're 5 hours ahead. So if, say, Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown start at 8 p.m., it's 1 a.m. The next day for them then. So on and so forth, just depends on where you're at. But now we know how it feels to have to, stay up or get up in the wee hours of the morning to watch this live rather than on delay, on demand later on, whenever you might choose to do so. But it is 6 p.m. local in Australia. As of course, there's Melbourne, there's Sydney, they're in Perth at Optus Stadium, which is a cricket ground, so I'm told. So, we're gonna have some kangaroos and koalas go at it, and Elimination Chamber's coming up next. So we'll sit back and relax, hopefully not fall asleep. But if we do, we fall asleep, and that's that. It is what it is. You might say I'm crazy, but we're all crazy if we're watching this live right now. So thanks for tuning in and watching. I love watching all reactions as well, live right here on YouTube. As always, I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Coin Week 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, with the red subscribe button, notification button, so it's latest up to date. Thumbs up button. If you're hoping for a quick, probably 3-hour show, I'm thinking with the 5 total matches and the Grayson Waller effect. Of course, they'll buy some time with entrances and video packages and such, as they actually just ran one, gearing up for the start of the show. As we had one match on the kickoff pre-show there, Kabuki Warriors beat the way of Candice LeRae and Australia's own as well, Indy Hartwell. But dummy, let me talk to you. LA Knight gonna shut up Byron Saxton, who's trying to grow a goatee. But LA Knight in the men's elimination chamber match, he'll be up against Bobby Lashley, along with Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and probably the 2 favorites in Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. winner to face at this point in time. I still think there's going to be a lot to witness on the road to WrestleMania from now until shows in early April, April the 6th and 7th, respectively, in Philadelphia. So they'll go from Perth to Philly after they're just in Tampa for the Royal Rumble last month. But I don't think they're done changing potential matches. So as of now, the winner, whoever wins the men's elimination chamber match, will face at this time Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. So we'll see if that actually becomes true or not. Because, and we'll get into it, but of course, trying to keep my voice down as we watch, of course, stream and see what happens. But just once again, in the meantime, yeah, thanks for tuning in and watching. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Links once again in the description below. Thumbs up button. Share hashtag WWE, hashtag WWE Chamber, hashtag Elimination Chamber. Chat questions and comments, super chat, super stickers, super likes, super thanks. Always really appreciate it as well. And this video is powered by Rogue Energy, HopeKThrifts, and Dead and Hungry. So be sure to check them out as well. Links also in the description below. So kick off pre-show panel back home in the States. Whether they're live right now or not beats me. This might be tape from sometime yesterday, for all we know. But we're a couple minutes away now from the start, so we'll see what kicks off the show. We know what the main event is. Following the Elimination Chamber press conference they had yesterday, they announced Rhea Ripley to defend her women's World Heavyweight Championship against Nia Jax. So that'll be last. I would have to think one of the Elimination Chamber matches that are going to kick off the show. Probably the women's. They'll probably the men's be the co-main event. They might have this either right before or right after the Grayson Waller effect, depending on, you know, how they want that to go with, you know, wording of questions and such with, we'll see if Grayson Waller gets cheered or booed, but then you have, you know, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, so, see if there's any surprises, but, yeah, we'll, get the show on the road here and see what the hell happens. This is the third consecutive year they've been overseas, or at least out of the United States, for the Elimination Chamber event. They still technically haven't had a Elimination Chamber event in the U.S. with fans since before COVID, which I was at. Videos from that and all their pro wrestling events live right here on the YouTube channel. So you should check that out. As now we're being welcomed to the country. There's an aerial shot of the stadium. Of course, down under, when it's winter in North America, it's summer there. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the WWE Network on Peacock. We'll get the warning, and we'll get the show on the road. There we go. And now, of course, the Then Now Forever Together WWE opening video package. What was I saying? I don't know. I'm fucking tired. I know that much. But Here we go. The WWE Elimination Chamber. Let's talk about Elimination Chamber, that's right. So now, everybody arriving. Once again, there's a time difference. That's why we're up at 5 a.m. watching this fucking show. So thanks for tuning in and watching. But 6 o'clock local. I'm thinking 3-hour show, 3.5 at the max. No, but this is the 3rd consecutive year as the Sand show's been out of the U.S. They still technically haven't had Elimination Chamber event in the States with fans since before COVID, and I was there. So be sure to check out those videos along with all other pro wrestling videos, and be sure to keep an eye on some more to come in the near future. But 21 then they had it, of course, in Thunderdome. 22 was in Saudi. Last year was in the Great White North. Sammy almost defeated the big dog in the tribal chief Roman Reigns, who's still champion. So that's been, over a year. And now gearing up for Leap Day and Leap Year next week this year. They fade to black. We're gearing up to see who's going to be going to WrestleMania here. They're down under in Australia once again, but then from those shows to now, here we go. So the road to WrestleMania rolls on, and are you ready? Says Triple H. As so they say, seemingly they're going to take WrestleMania to another level this year in about 6 weeks, 7 weeks. But we'll see if those expectations are met, come then. Like, I truly don't really expect anything major to happen at this show, which is why I'm, sort of questioning why the hell are we watching this live right now, 5 a.m., but here we are. It's called dedication. But because Rhea's probably going to retain, like I said, the favorites for the men's and women's Elimination Chamber matches will probably win. You'll have, Grayson Waller effect, which something's going to be said. There might be a surprise. I highly fucking doubt it, but you never know. That's why you gotta watch. And then from the one tag team title match we just saw to another, with Rhea retaining in the main event over Nia, because she ain't fucking losing, especially in Australia. I wouldn't be surprised if the Judgment Day would lose the tag team gold to Butch, now back to Pete Dunne. Thank God he got his name back finally, along with Tyler Bate. So, of course, there's the England-Australia connection. But remember, the British only went to Australia because we kicked them out of the U.S. because of the Revolutionary War, the Declaration of Independence, signed July 4th, 1776. So, Michael Cole, Paul, and Brett Musburger, you are looking alive. So here we go, WWE Elimination Chamber at officially a little over a couple minutes after 5 a.m. Eastern time here in the good old United States of America. So thanks for tuning in and watching. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe on social media. Links in the description below: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Red subscribe button, notification button next to it as well. Right here on YouTube, stay up to date. Thumbs up button if you're excited for WWE Elimination Chamber. And as crazy as I am watching this live right now, share hashtag WWE, WWE Chamber, Elimination Chamber, chat questions, comments, super chat, super sticker, super like, super thanks. Always great appreciate it as well. As this video is powered by Rogue Energy, HopeKThrifts, and Dead and Hungry. Be sure to check them out. Links in the description below. So everybody arriving, a lot of shots of that. Of course, Elimination Chamber almost didn't take place live right now because of not the Pittsburgh Pirates because they suck, but real life pirates almost took away and diverted travel for everyone arriving, including the structure. Just hopefully they don't end up like everyone on Lost on the way home. And I'll leave it at that. So, bell rings. The following is going to be a Elimination Chamber match. Men's, women's, we're about to find out. Of course, you have two starting the match, 4 in pods. And then, pinfall, submission to be eliminated every, however, couple minutes. They say scheduled interval, so that might be 2 minutes, it might be 5 minutes, might be 10 minutes. We'll find out. But technically, the match doesn't, as Elimination Chamber is WWE's version of the old school War Games, and then they brought back War Games themselves. Of course, called No Escape in Europe, including Austria, where our truth is right now. But yeah, the match doesn't technically fully begin until everybody's like out and here comes Bianca Belair. So women's chamber match here first. It'll be her or Becky Lynch probably winning. Liv Morgan, a dark horse. But then you have Tiffy time for everyone with their tissues, along with the returning Naomi and then Raquel Rodriguez, seemingly for the hell of it, no offense. But, yeah. So, 2 to start, 4 pods, and then every however long they're going to put it out to be, they'll make that up. They're koalas, not koala bears. Okay. So whoever comes out last and next last start the match off, because the first 4 here are going to be in the pods. But yeah, however long they're going to make it out to be, it's probably going to be 5 minutes. It normally is. Then you'll enter and so on and go from there, so on and so forth. Just keep the ball rolling. Just, long story short, let's get this fucking show done and over with. But yeah, here we go. So we'll sit back and shut the fuck up and watch the Elimination Chamber. Crowd in full effect. They'll probably push the actual number, but seemingly a sold-out crowd by the looks of it. WWE doesn't go down under that often. They were there October of 18 for Super Showdown. You look back at that card, half of, if not everybody who competed that day, is either no longer with the company or retired at this point. But hell, shit, even before then, you got to go back a good 20 years, 22, 24 years, 2000, 2004 range. Live events every once in a while, but Corey Graves with an international Dateline. Dateline's always on in the middle of the night on Friday nights and the Saturday on like 4 or 5 different fucking channels. But we already saw Indy Hartwell, so no Dexter Loomis, but it's Tiffy time, so they say. So grab whatever the hell you want. And yeah. Sort of this era's, you could say Kelly, you could say Trish, even Sable. Here comes Liv Morgan. She's more of a mix of, I'd say, I don't know, Trish and Lita, to be honest with you. But Tori Wilson comes to mind too for Tiffany Stratton. Of course, the TS or the T initial for a blonde WWE woman diva wrestler, sort of more common than not, the more you think about it. Alright, so Bianca's in, Raquel's in, Tiff's in, and Liv's in. So that means Naomi and Becky are starting this thing off 1-2. They'll give us the countdown clock, I might add, you know, whenever it's time. But Naomi came back with the Rumble. New entrants, I might add as well. But they're feeling the glow. I was gonna say, she couldn't have ran down the ramp that fast. So where the hell did she go? I had the camera angle a different shot. Jimmy being put on notice as Naomi giving some loving to a fan front row. As much as I don't like her old entrance was better than this shit. Like, this has no fucking, you know, they're trying to get the crowd into it, but it just doesn't have that edge, you know, it normally does. Here comes the man as she's coming around. Becky Lynch, who's probably going to win this. That's probably why they're having her started off, so she can go the distance. You know, once again, winner to face Rhea Ripley. Well, the Raw Women's World Champion at WrestleMania. It's going to be Rhea Ripley. There's no shot Nia Jax winning. No chance in hell, if you will. Just because there's not. They'll fucking riot if Rhea loses. But because remember, Bayley won the Women's Royal Rumble. She chose to face Io Sky of Damage Control as they're no longer together. So that'll be the one Women's World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania. The other, here we are for Women's Chamber. Winner of this to face the Raw Women's World Heavyweight Champion as well. But it's going to be Rhea Ripley, so they'll give us Becky and Rhea at Mania. Because does Naomi Rhea Ripley sound good? And no offense, but once again, Naomi Rhea Ripley sound good? No. you know, you can throw in everybody else in this match as well. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense to have Naomi, Raquel Rodriguez as well, along with they're high on Tiffany Stratton, but not. It's just not. Timing's not good. Not right. Not now. Maybe down the road. Not now. Liv's been there. She actually just came back from injury, among other shit that she had going on in her personal life. And then, who the fuck else in this match? Who am I missing? Oh, that's right, Bianca Belair. Which fans would get behind, but as I said, Royal Rumble with Jade Cargill coming into the company from AEW and making her debut then. They had the stare down. You know, that's seemingly going to be the match with them too. So that leaves, you know, Becky challenging Rhea. So we're going to start with the women. We're going to end with the women. We had a women's match on the kickoff pre-show. And we'll still have another tag team title match, a men's elimination chamber match, and then the Grace of the Waller effect. Joking earlier as well, Kangaroo Jack's taking on Captain Kangaroo, so that should be the match of the night. Or the morning, wherever you are. But crowd's hot. Becky Lynch, Naomi started this women's elimination chamber match off. And very loud "Let's Go" Becky chants as Bianca, Raquel Rodriguez, Tiffany Stratton, and Liv Morgan look on, awaiting to join, as they'll leave their pods as they entered them when they made their entrance. So yeah, we'll shut up and watch and see what the hell happens. Sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Once again, thanks for tuning in and watching.
Respect by both Becky and Naomi. And for Naomi as well. Both of these women matching each other's moves in the early going. Naomi, a former two-time world champion. Rachel's sportsmanship as we start things off in this matchup.
Hashtag WWE Chamber is trending worldwide. Yeah. Waking up at, let alone, yeah, staying up, whatever you did. If I didn't officially know this show started at 5 a.m., I probably couldn't even tell you what fucking time it is right now. So here we are. But yeah, tired is an understatement. We'll get through. We'll push through it. Be all right. Sleep when we're dead. Almost watching Mania. And of course, this will be the last WWE pay-per-view from now until WrestleMania. They'll have more Raws and SmackDowns, of course. NXT's as well, as they'll also have a show that weekend. As you'll have SmackDown, the Hall of Fame, NXT, 2 nights of Mania, the Raw after Mania. They announced WWE World recently, so that'll also be going on the whole entire weekend. Gonna be a lot of stuff to do and shit to see, so we'll get there, but in the meantime we still got to get through Elimination Chamber here. So, you know, it was like, alright, Card's all right. Yeah, you don't get, many chances to get up at 5 a.m. to watch a live pro wrestling show, regardless of where it's being broadcast from. So it's like, okay, yeah, either watch it live or watch it later. If I would be watching it later, it'd probably be later on tonight, like 8 o'clock, like a normal show. But I'm like, fuck it, I'll get up and stream and we'll watch this son of a bitch at 5 a.m. So I split off the chamber cage, of course, which is steel. We'll see if we get any koalas, not koala bears, koalas. So they said is the correct usage of that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's next? Who's coming out at 3? It's either going to be Bianca Belair, Raquel Rodriguez, Tiffany Stratton, or Liv Morgan to enter up with Becky Lynch and Naomi. And it's Tiffany Stratton. So the crowd goes ape shit for her. And, well, more than one way. It's Tiffy time. The Barbie doll, which she is. And she's got some moves. She got the looks too, of course. Just catapulting her way from corner to corner. Cover and a kick out. Cover and a kick out. So the match continues. The match is going to continue. I'd have to think, both these chamber matches are going to be at least probably 40 minutes apiece. But no, yeah, as I was saying, we'll see if we get any koalas hanging from the Elimination Chamber or not. Or if, any kangaroos are going to be hopping around. Maybe we'll get a kangaroo kick from MJF if he makes an appearance. But kick out again, match continues, so see what happens. She could be in more than just the sports entertainment world, if you catch my drift. She could be in a different, entertainment world. Kick out at 2. Of course, she is a former NXT Women's Champion, as is, well, no, Becky never won it. I just don't think she did. At least, maybe my mind's playing tricks on me because it's fucking 5 a.m. I don't think Becky ever won the NXT Women's title, did she? No. Raquel did. Tiff did. Liv didn't. Naomi sure as hell didn't. Couple replays. Tiffany getting her back thrown out. So they play cricket and rugby here for the most part. Of course, host other events, but of course we're outside, but they have the canopy over the ring. No weather. It's hotter than hell though, they said. I saw it was the other day, but still, of course it's summertime and wintertime here. And then vice versa. Whenever it's summertime, it's going to be wintertime down under. So they zoom out, give us an aerial shot, and then some graphics with the cameras inside the remaining pods of who's still to enter. So we might get one person eliminated before everybody's in, but I doubt it. I think they'll, wait till everybody's in and then get somebody out. Probably get somebody out real quick after, and then just, you go to, you have a winner. It'll be sudden death. So 3, 2, 1. It's probably gonna be Liv or Raquel. Bianca's probably gonna fucking come out last. Yeah, it's Liv Morgan. So then that just shows you, as in probably Becky and Bianca will be last too. Becky at that point would be in the whole entire time. Bianca, comes in last. But then Becky still, finds a way to, get the job done. I don't think these women are going to break these pods, not the doors. The men, easily, yeah, they'll break the plastic. And then as soon as I said that, I'm pretty sure the one just broke. Backbreaker. Good God. Kip up.
Morgan, who missed nearly a year of action before returning to the Royal Rumble last month. Certainly been forced to recover with nothing else to think about but Rhea Ripley. Nothing else to dream about but sweet, sweet revenge. And right now, Morgan putting in the work to make it to WrestleMania.
That's a code breaker. What you saw a minute ago and they called a code breaker was not a code breaker. That was a code breaker. And then a big boot, kick out. Match continues. Drop kick.
Naomi with a drop kick takes out the center of the universe. It's a smart decision by Tiffany Stratton. Distance yourself.
You're locked into this chamber. Try to get away as fast as you can, but what on earth?
Counter for counter, and now Naomi, we're going to make the climb north.
Going to scale the chamber again. So dangerous.
Naomi telling Tiff what she tells Jimmy every night. Get off of me. Good God, that had to fucking hurt. Armbar in the chamber cage after a suplex right into the last inch of real estate they could possibly have used. Of course, you have the ring, then you have the chamber structure, and then you have those plates, if you will, on the outside to extend the surface. And then you have the pods. The chamber's as high as it is, but then if you get on the top of the pod like they just did there, and then do a move and a quick roll up. Naomi eliminated. She was one of the first to start, and now she's first eliminated. Crowd's chanting something, can't make it out, but Tiffany Stratton with the roll up, 1, 2, 3. And now we'll get somebody else in here real quick. It'll be Raquel. They'll have Bianca come out last. Yep, there you go.
Explodes into the chamber. And this could be a game changer right here, Corey.
No doubt about it. A game breaker that
couple clotheslines, power slam, cover, 1, 2, kick out.
She told me that she's hungry. She missed 3 months of action. She could not believe she was not able to compete up until past the Royal Rumble. Returned this week to win the Battle Royal, and now she's back in action.
Got a mid-air is the man.
Crossbody, but Becky gets caught and drove into the cage. Talk about not even dangerous, but just, you know, gotta be careful. You know, throwing somebody behind you, not even a suplex over the top rope. Oh God! Yeah, we see what you did. Yeah, I don't get cricket either. I get it's like baseball, but no. I understand rugby, but I don't get cricket. No, but I was saying there was Raquel and Becky and Raquel and Tiff. Tiff got slammed into the chamber there a couple times. But Becky got just thrown over the top rope back into the ring, and of course, luckily, you know, she's smart enough to be able to land in a good position, you know, because she knows what she's doing. But then Raquel just throwing Liv down now, just not a care in the world, just chucking people. And then a chop block. That's a code breaker. We saw a backbreaker and now code breaker. They're calling them both code breakers though. Double DDT and a double pin, make it a triple pin, which, you know, it would just eliminate Raquel. It wouldn't win all three, Becky, Liv, or Tiff, the match by any means. They chant bullshit? What are they chanting bullshit for? But yeah, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. We're down under, out back of Optus, like that inside of Optus Stadium. But WWE Elimination Chamber and Bianca Belair about to enter this Women's Elimination Chamber match. And now everybody's officially entered. Naomi's been eliminated. Whoever wins faces, it'll be Rhea Ripley, but we'll say either Rhea Ripley or Nia Jax, depending on what happens on later in the main event. Tiffany just got locked into the pod. But yeah, whoever wins this faces the champ at Mania. Bianca's come in. Looking like a chicken with her head cut off, just running around, beating everybody up. Tiffany Stratton grabbing that fake ass hair of Bianca Belair's. But then after a big vertical suplex from Bianca to Becky, sort of a halved spine buster choke slam from Bianca to Tiff. So now Bianca and Raquel staring each other down. Here we go. kicking her into the ropes.
I just don't think Bianca had her footing under her well enough to punch Raquel up.
Raquel Rodriguez now dragging Belair over the top rope. Outside, hooking up. Looking for a vertical suplex. This time to Belair. And Bianca, she was able to counterpull.
Yeah, Bianca's
Are you kidding me?
Belair was able to shove her
No, we're not Michael Cole.
the cage.
A lot of people are probably wishing you did get kidnapped by pirates, but
This could be it. Covered by Belair.
1-2 kick out. Of course, Cole and Gray's on commentary. Cole, lead play-by-play with Pat McAfee currently on Monday Night Raw. They gave Corey Graves lead analyst duties on Friday SmackDown with Bad News Wade Barrett. And seemingly for the first time in quite a while, they've gotten the announce teams right for both shows. Where'd the hell did Liv Morgan come from? Oh God, Liv Morgan just. All right. She might have broke her fucking tailbone doing that. Literally just a lot going on here. Flew off the top of the pod, but did it in a seated position and took out Raquel. And then in the meantime, Tiffany and Becky climbed to the top of the pod. Becky just threw Becky off. Now she's saying it's Tiffy time. And now she's going to flip more of a cannonball, not a swanton. See a replay of it here. Alright, I guess it was swanton. But taking out Becky, Bianca, and Raquel. See that shot, what we saw in live time, she was just basically rolled. You didn't see the start of it. This is awesome, Shannon, excuse me. So, yeah, one of these remaining 5 is going to win. Boo and yays. It'll be Rhea Ripley, Michael Cole. Quit, second guessing yourself and feeding us lies. And that'll probably do it for that. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Liv Morgan defeats and eliminates Tiffany Stratton. So Liv, Raquel, who are former tag team partners, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. Along with Becky and Bianca. Power bomb into the ropes, off the chamber, and then slam down in the ring. Seen some hard hitting, no doubt. They have Lil Nate working the fucking door. No, it's somebody else. She'll tap. Becky's gonna make Raquel tap here. Or she'll roll her ass off. Yeah, she's gonna tap out.
Raquel at the moment is making eye contact with our official, Justin McClure, making sure the ref wasn't going to call this one because Raquel was not giving up.
Now Becky, now Liv Morgan gets involved.
Raquel gonna double power bomb slam Becky and Liv. A lot of weight, you know, sort of, you know, letting get everything. Bianca with a KOD on Raquel, that'll do it for her. Cover 1, 2, 3, there you go. So your final 3 now are Becky, Bianca, and Liv. Wouldn't be surprised here. They'll give us the finish after, of course, a damn good sequence as they normally do. But the final pinfall will be very quick after, you know, whatever's next. And then they'll put it out as, well, they stole one, somebody got screwed, you know, something along those lines. Off the ropes, flips, double pin, 1, 2, they both kick out.
As great of a strategy as it may be, trying to doubly pin your opponents to double up on the ball, as Belair just did, because you often don't have enough body weight of your own to pin down the shoulders of one competitor, let alone 2 at the same time.
Such an impressive matchup. The kickoff chamber tonight for this women's elimination chamber match. Now Belair with Becky Lynch on her shoulders.
Becky hanging on for dear life on the top rope. Up to the outside.
Another backbreaker from Liv.
And a very unpredictable Liv Morgan.
You say, how do you not almost catch her? But then she did, and then slammed her into the side.
Her body made impact with the chain of the chamber.
Becky got his face first and out. Belair and Becky again. Viciousness on display. That's what happens when an opportunity to battle for a championship at WrestleMania is at stake.
What's the ante for all of these superstars? You can earn a championship matchup at any time of year if you're lucky. But WrestleMania only comes around once a year.
These 3 women have suffered so much punishment so far in this matchup. Morgan now.
Lower body strength. Liv Morgan, who once again finds herself in an advantageous position. What will Morgan do with it?
This is gut check time now. Deep down, deep. Eliminate 2 women. Roll win this thing. Becky Lynch now.
Sleeper apply. Uh-oh.
All right, Becky in control here as I think we're nearing the finish.
Fire once again in the eyes of the man.
Here at the top rope. Left there by Bianca Belair. Now
But
Belair using her
Bianca gaining some momentum back on her side of things. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as Liv comes out of nowhere again and is going to powerbomb Bianca.
Morgan will not give in. Out and away at Belair and Lynch.
But what was she pounding, Michael Cole?
WWE matchup with Liv Morgan.
Power bomb cover. 1, 2, kick out. Here comes Becky off the top rope prior to the leg drop. Drop kick. And rolls over Liv, cover. 1, 2, she kicks out of the hook. As the sun is going down, everything's going to get hotter here in a minute. Yeah, technically Saturday night in Australia, technically Saturday morning here in the States, or late Friday night, Saturday morning, depending on where you are. Vertical superplex off top rope. Bianca with a flip, but yeah, I think Becky, she didn't get the knees up the whole way, but she did enough to throw Bianca off course. Throw pain her way. Yeah, she got her knees up. They love these arrow shots right now, don't they? There's the city in the background. Nobody's left in pods, so nobody else is entering. Bianca. Okay. Yeah. Something happened. But then here comes Becky out of nowhere. Liv's in control now. Code breaker to her. Bianca flips. Bianca gonna KOD Becky, but she lands. Quick roll up. 1, 2. Liv just beat Bianca. And then Becky, real quick, 1, 2, 3 on Liv. There you go. What I said a couple minutes ago, that'd be your finish. They'd have a pin, but then they'd have something real quick afterwards for the go home to do it, to seal it. And Bianca's gonna be pissed. She's gonna say she got fucking screwed, and everybody's gonna say that Becky stole one. But if Becky Lynch winning this is the right move, she'll go on to face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. And she might actually beat her. "42 days away from Mania. 6 weeks. Of course, football season just ended. We're still in the middle of basketball and hockey season. Baseball's starting up. Of course, wrestling is all year. And yeah, 6 weeks away from WrestleMania. And the crowd's loving Becky Lynch winning. So that officially went, a good 45 minutes. It's almost 6 o'clock. So, tag team match. The women's title in the main event with Rhea Ripley. The men's elimination chamber match. And Grayson Waller effect. That's what's still to come. They'll probably have the tag team title match next, I bet. And then they'll do either the Grayson Waller effect before or after. Like I was saying earlier, depending on wording of how they want it to go, Here's a WrestleMania video package as well. And it's 42 days away once again from the show of shows, the Showcase of the Immortals on the grandest stage of them all. 40 years WrestleMania. Going to be in WWE 2K24 as well. Graphics, man. Look. Just not in this video game, but every video game nowadays, real life, it's ridiculous. That's just how good technology is nowadays. But, yeah, we'll have Raws and SmackDowns coming up. As we're currently at a commercial break here. Back to action shortly. But, no, yeah, tag team title match probably be next. Because the women's title was in the main event with Ripley and Hijack. Yeah, men's chamber to co-main event, it seems like. But Grace Smaller effect. So they're going to be right before, right after. I'm thinking before at this point. I said a little bit ago, didn't know, unless they were going to have kick off the show. But then it's like, all right, they're going to have one of the chamber matches kick off the show. They could still have it next, and then the tag team match, and then the other chamber match, and then the main event. But we'll get through the show here, you know, when we're done anyway. Whether we fall asleep, that's still yet to be seen. Meantime, thanks for tuning in and watching. But yeah, depending on the wording, on how they want things to go, you know, some questions, especially for Seth Rollins, like, okay, hey, you're going to be facing so-and-so, or you might be facing one of these six, etc., etc. But yeah, that's what's still to come. Tag team title match, Grayson Waller effect, the men's elimination chamber, and the main event. And maybe we'll see, you know, a kangaroo or a koala bear, or koala. They say the right saying for koalas is koalas, not koala bears. So it'd be cool to see a fucking kangaroo and a baby kangaroo come out of a pouch, just fucking make an entrance and get into the chamber and kick some ass. But I don't think we're gonna see that. They're already showing replays of commercials. WWE 2K24, right? Once again, just a couple minutes after the first one. But yeah, we'll see what's next. We'll go from there. Like I said, too, I'm really not expecting a hell of a lot to necessarily happen, but, you know, just come out of the show. Like, it's going to circle back around and boil down to predictable, as it sometimes does. It's just, you know, that show that it's in between and you sort of know where they're going. Like I said, the two for Mania, I don't think they're done, you know, swerving us, doing this or that. I think there's still going to be a lot to, you know, figure out. Just not after today, but I'm saying, like, leading up to the event, even during WrestleMania, like, changing it on the, not fly, but I'm not saying anybody's going to get hurt. You gotta do this sometimes in a situation like that. That would be changing on the fly, you know, on the go. But, like, what's advertised and then what we get, you know, one of those. So, and we'll get more into that discussion a little bit later on. And then, of course, with timing, we'll see what time it is and how tired I am once the show gets over. If we're gonna just talk about it, or we're going to go into full detail. I'll discuss more wrestling in the near future before Mania, in which I'll be at, so no live watch long reactions for that show. But be sure to keep an eye on the videos, of course. But yeah, showing off the city and the country. As we've gone down under the WWE Elimination Chamber in Australia, so yeah, tag team titles on the line next. It'll be the Judgment Day, Charlie Caruso's favorite DP and Damian Priest, who's still Mr. Money in the Bank, Senor Money in the Bank, won that across the pond last summer. They've teased and teased and teased with him cashing in, but nothing. And at this point, I'm not going to say I don't think he will, but it just feels like once he cashes in, he ain't winning. But knowing them, I wouldn't be surprised, you know, he cashes in, wins, but then it's a short title reign. Of course, in the Judgment Day with R-Truth, who's in Austria, not Australia. Obviously, read the GPS wrong, got the wrong directions, boarded the wrong flight. Graves is awesome commentary. Just awesome. No, but yeah, from him to, of course, Mommy Rhea Ripley, but Dirty Dom, who might come out, we'll see. He'll get booed, no doubt about it, whether he comes out with Priest and Finn Balor, or, which I don't think they're going to want Rhea to be booed, but that'd be a way to do it if they'd have Dom come out with Mommy. You know, get the heel heat, even though she's a fan favorite, you know, she's at home. But that's your Judgment Day. So Priest and Balor defending their tag team titles against Butch, Pete Dunne, finally got his name back. As now we're going to the other side. But also Tyler Bate, New Catch Republic, something like that. So there's Dom. Okay, Dom comes out with Balor and Priest. R-Truth is in Austria, so they say. Even though, you know, he's probably fucking sleeping right now at home. He might be in Australia, for all we know. But they're putting it out Australian-wise. Being R-Truth, yeah, he's in Austria, not Australia. Like, you can't make this shit up. You can't. But from Creed, Alter Bridge, the Judgment Day, defending their tag team titles here at Elimination Chamber. So boos start to rain down as the entrance theme officially cuts. And they'll give introductions. Maybe not. They're letting it fucking play. Alright, now here we go. Dom might get on the mic here, cut off the intro for the Judgment Day, do a pull Paul Heyman, just to get fucking heel heat. And I mean, this shit's real. They piping in noise. That when they're booing Dom Mysterio, it's 100% real. What kind of fucking name is New Catch Republic? Seriously. Yep, there you go. Dom grabbing the mic. He's wearing a Mommy Rhea Ripley Elimination Chamber shirt. They're booing his ass out of the fucking building. He says respect the Judgment Day, but no. This is awesome. This is such good shit. Booing them, thumbs down. Some number ones in the third finger from your right and left, otherwise known as your middle finger, as the bell has not officially rung. They rang it to give intros. Now the bell's rung to start the match because Dunn and Bate attacked as they were still bullshitting on the mic and, you know, getting booed out of the building. And then now there's your first cover and a kick out. So we're underway, and Judgment Day are defending their tag team titles here at Elimination Chamber against Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, which they should retain. I would not be surprised, though, if they do in fact lose, just because with Rhea Ripley retaining later, so we think, which she will. She ain't losing to Nia fucking Jax. Nia is not like most girls, but Rhea is mommy, and she's in her home, Australia, so yeah, she ain't losing. This is a house show, you know, and you're back home in your hometown city, yeah, you're gonna lose. But pay-per-view, title on the line, there might be a disqualification later, the more I think about it. But Rhea, as the champion, retains. There you go with that. That's probably your finish there. But, yeah, here we go. Tag team titles, and we'll see what happens. Just once again, in the meantime, thanks for tuning in and watching. It is now a little after 6 a.m. Here in the East Coast. So we're a good hour in to Elimination Chamber. WWE giving us the QR codes for upcoming shows. I won't be attending any from now until WrestleMania because there's nothing in the area. But we'll be at WrestleMania 40, so no live watch or interactions that weekend. But be sure to keep an eye out for videos. What are they chanting? He's a something. They call him Dom a douchebag. Is that what it was?
Tyler Bate was the youngest ever singles champion in WWE history when he won the Marvel NXT UK Championship 7 years ago. Now he's getting worn down by the veterans first and
Finn with an elbow to the head of TB. Not Terry Bradshaw, not Tom Brady, but Tyler Bate. More aerial shots. They're loving it. Yeah, mocking, degrading the WWE 2K24 ratings. What the fuck was that? They had a glitch with the camera. I think the camera fucking fell off the pedestal.
Right now, Balor just wearing down Tyler Bate, utilizing his incredibly powerful lower body to change the situation.
Bate, at such a young age, has performed in some great venues around the world. Never seems to be intimidated, no matter how.
Hashtag WWE Chamber as well. Sure, use that hashtag when you share on social media. Tag made. Here comes Damian Priest.
Priest may have the most lethal right hand in the business right now. He can turn your lights out in a hurry. I'm not entirely sure Tyler Bates not out cold.
Understands that his partner's in trouble and needs to get into this matchup. Oh, fool. What are you talking about, Dom?
The Dirty Dog's like only a couple feet from us, Cole. He hears you. Oh, what a cheap shot.
There's Dom with a cheap shot. Yeah, ref wasn't paying any attention. He says what? What are you gonna do?
Dirty Dog is allowed to be out here. I'm pretty sure he has a managerial license here in Australia.
Christian and Dom might be, especially Christian in AEW, might be doing some of the best fucking heel work in the biz right now. There's a leg drop. Break up on the pin, so hard hitter, top rope to the floor.
He's so intimidating. Tag with Balor. Now the Judgment Day just taking their time, punishing Tyler Bate.
At this particular juncture, a non-factor for his team, the Newcastle Republic, and right now, gone not home.
Well, to your point, Bate would go in the tank. That was really
You ready? Well,
into the corner, trying to fight out that Tyler Bate. The kick to the face of
guess not be ready. Because reversal and
big uppercut by Bate.
yeah, an uppercut. Slow clapping from the crowd, getting momentum back on Butch, Pete Dunne, and Tyler Bates' side. They should have never changed Pete Dunne's name to fucking Butch. Like, Butch should have been like fucking the third member to the tag team from, well, I would say way back when, but 20 years is getting there, but you know, probably like some biscuits and gravy right about now. You got Gallows as Festus, but Are they chanting fuckface? A clothesline into a suplex. 1, 2, kick out. Yeah, Butch would be a name for Jesse and Festus, long story short. Like, just, you know, one of those booking decisions that didn't make any fucking sense. They're just going through the damn motions. It looks like. Big clothesline. Cover. 1, 2, kick out. Tag made. Cover. And that's a 2. Sweet. Finn gets spun around and then slammed. Yeah, that was. That actually was. So is Tyler Bate pulling a Cesaro, and rather than swinging, he's spinning him on his shoulders? That's what it seems like with this move. You know, especially from Swiss to where in the hell is Tyler Bate from? England, Ireland, something, somewhere like that. Scotland, essentially. Former NXT UK champ. Pete Dunne on a cover on Finn Balor, 1, 2. But then Dom, he didn't get the foot on the bottom rope, but he pulled it under the bottom rope. Ref quit counting. And then Dom got down late trying to hide, and then he's like, you know, smart about it, you know, pointing to his head, but you did that? Dom's like, no, I didn't. They're going to throw his ass out. Crowd's going to go nuts. Dom was there all right. Yeah, he put his foot under the bottom rope. And now he's gone. Allegedly interfered. And now they're goodbye. Little Jimmy says what's up. And they cut the camera, they faded to black. I don't know if there was a sign that said something that I missed, or you know, they were, you know, flipping them off. you know, really bad, or if something was said. They didn't bleep it though. They just cut. Unless the camera went fucking dead or got unplugged, I don't know. They come back, quick roll up, kick out, drop kick into the corner. Finn gonna go coup de grace here. And Pete moves out of the way. So Finn now going to get his left arm worked and break those fingers, but not really. There's a tag made. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate might win right here. There's a power bomb. Cover. 1, 2. But then Priest pulls him out. So they're staying alive, like the Bee Gees. They're loving these arrow shots tonight. Jesus Christ. Or this morning, if you will. Throwing me off with the fucking, you know, shot of it being dark. Yet it's still dark, 6 a.m. here in the States. It hasn't even, you know, broke daylight yet. WrestleMania implications at Elimination Chamber. They're going to take Mania to another level, so they say. We'll see how good WrestleMania is. Slam, 1, 2, kick out. There's a tag. Roll up, 1, 2, kick out. Another tag made. Couple kicks, but here comes a choke slam. No choke slam, actually. Double punch. Something hammer, 1, 2, kick out. Well, they didn't hammer down for a 1, 2, 3. This match rolls on. I don't think his shoulders are down anyway. The left is down. I don't think the right is fully down. Oh, Birmingham, like Birmingham, but hammer. Where's Finn at? Where'd Finn go? Another tag made. Yeah, where's Finn at? Because it feels like he's just gonna come in late and, you know, steal it. Okay, Finn pops up, is holding Priest's foot. Tag made. There's a double choke slam off the top rope. Finn tagged in the meantime. Yeah, coup de grace and Pete Dunne cover. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Yeah, Judgment Day wins and retains. Good match. Good finish. So Becky Lynch wins. Judgment Day retains. You know, we'll see what happens, you know, from now until the end of the show, but it's still circling back around, you know, to just that predictable show that we're checking out Finn's hands. I don't know if he actually did break his fucking finger or break his wrist, or he's bleeding his left or right thumb. He got busted open on the hand. His right thumb's bleeding pretty good. I doubt you have to get stitches. They can just clean that up and bandage it up. He'll be alright. Showing some highlights, some replays of the match. Good match, like I said, good finish. But just like I said, yeah, seemingly that predictable show that everything you thought that was going to happen is happening. And, you know, I mean, I'm not saying they're not going to have a surprise for us or anything like that. But at this point, I'd be surprised if they had any surprises. I would. But, of course, never say never. Yeah, Finn's bleeding his right thumb by the middle knuckle. The world is on. Notice we're going to take it to a whole new level. So says Triple H. We'll see about that. WWE WrestleMania 40. Of course, 40 in Roman numerals is XL. So they're going extra large in early April. April the 6th and 7th, respectively, 6 weeks from now, will be WrestleMania. We'll have WWE World that weekend as well, but the WWE Experience is taking place in the desert of Saudi. I believe right now, if I'm not mistaken. So, more commercial breaks. We'll get back to action shortly. I'd have to thank the Grayson Waller Effect is next. They'll have Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins on that. We'll have to read the bottom ticker if they're giving out any clues or anything along those lines. But we'll have boyfriend and girlfriend with Grayson Waller, men's Elimination Chamber match, and then the main event. So. Australia would be a nice place to visit, let alone, you know, such a nice place to live. They're promoting the men's Elimination Chamber match. Everybody getting ready. Yeah, they hate his ass everywhere, and rightfully so. But they like him, and rightfully so. Cole on his phone. He's on Twitter, X if you will, as he reads that live on the air. thought he was getting a call from those Pirates for a second. And motionless in white, we become the night official theme of Elimination Chamber. So yeah, Grayson Waller effect is next with Rhodes and Rollins. So go from one break to another. We'll have this when we return.
Welcome to Golf Friends, world's most remarkable golf tour. It's over $89 a year for membership, so membership is golf course first. Members save over $350 a year in tee time bookings for golf now. You're not looking at one course, save over thousands. And if you play more, you need to play better. So you get 24/7 access to our head firm. You receive $40 store credit for tailor-made openings now. Join our remarkable golf club today. Play more, play better.
Wow, this is new.
Yeah, I've switched to H&R Block. Doing my own taxes like a champ. You can connect live with real experts. Oh, hey there. Makes doing my own taxes so easy. I mean, last year we used TurboTax, and compared to H&R Block, they're so...
Got any one of those cookies?
No.
Tired of TurboTax? Do your own taxes with
You gonna say no to a cookie?
Help if you need it.
We'll go for a cookie right now.
Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in award-winning Equinox. Lend a hand in a Silverado with up to 14 available camera views. Or mix it up in the tracks with an 11-inch diagonal display screen. Find the Chevy that's right for you. Get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all 2024 Silverado 1500 models. Or current Chevy owners get $6,350 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
See your Central PA Chevy dealers.
A heart attack? Do they have life insurance?
No,
But we have life insurance. John,
I'm trying to find something we can afford.
Fortunately, in only a few minutes, Select Quote found John a $500,000 policy for only $29 a month, and his wife Ann a $500,000 policy for only $21 a month. Go to SelectQuote.com now and get the insurance your family needs at a price
You can afford. Select Quote. We shop. You save.
Once upon a time, there was a little kid that's pink, and she was in a magic garden. A really big garden with all her toys. And there were cats. Well, that's cute. And a unicorn cat and a bear. No, a real bear. And there was a cupcake house. It's a kid, and on top of the castle was a horsey with wings. No, those wings. No, those wings. And then she flew off to get all her friends.
Bum, bum, bum. Eat shit, eat shit, eat shit.
The long-lasting scent of game.
Come on, let's go. Let's get the show on the road. Enough with all these fucking commercial breaks and aerial shots and everything else.
Last chair after all. But he wasn't. Gain plays with Oxyboost and Febreze. Try Gain Scent Beads for all-day freshness.
Alright, so now the Grayson Waller effect. Actually, Austin Theory in the ring, and he'll introduce Grayson Waller.
Welcome to Austin Theory Live. Or in other words, good day, mate.
Good day, mate.
Hey, I'm gonna talk to you guys about something. I actually tried Vegemite for the first time this weekend. And it's disgusting. But, you know, that's just a snack to you guys, right? so I had to have myself a real Australian meal. So what did I do? I had myself a bloomin' onion from none other than Outback Steakhouse.
That's good. Austin Theory said he went to Outback to eat a blooming onion.
To introduce to you the moment maker.
That's good.
Australia's own, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my boy,
Grayson Waller being introduced, and he'll be cheered for the time being. The Aussie icons, they're calling them, Australia's own. So he takes the flag. Gonna do a shoey. Of course, out of some gold-plated shoes that are in the news. Shoey. Yeah, you'd probably be doing a shoey right about now at a frat party too. So, Grayson Waller in the ring now for the Grayson Waller effect. There's the bottom ticker. We'll see what that says. And missed it so much. See, there's going to be, clues. Really great to have a proper talk show. Been waiting for weeks for this. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. Best one yet. Top guest, boyfriend and girlfriend. Hope the Bloodline was recruiting Grayson Waller to be an honorary use. And now we're going to burn it down with the World Heavyweight Champion and Seth freaking Rollins. So here comes the architect, if you will, Mr. Nickname as I would call him. As they'll serenade him. Of course, he really hasn't done much recently because of an injury he sustained. But they'll get him to WrestleMania, like they got him to WrestleMania before when he's been injured around this time of year. And that's by, not doing a hell of a lot, but you're still on TV, Yeah, he's been champion for almost a year, come Memorial Day, Night of Champions, when they brought back the World Heavyweight title. And, of course, have it with a, new design to it. But Do we get a tag team match with Cody and Seth taking on Grayson Waller and Austin Theory? Highly doubt it, but you never know. Probably gonna be a tag team match with these two at WrestleMania, though, by the looks of it. So they continue to serenade him. He bows, says thanks. And now he's going to introduce Cody Rhodes. That's good. Sorry about the American education system. About finishing the story. Of course, Cody Rhodes and his story being the grandson of a plumber and the son of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. He comes out, suit and tie. You know, Cody Rhodes to Stardust to leaving the company to being one of the founding members of AEW to then returning to WWE about 2 years ago. And back-to-back Royal Rumble winners with a torn pec a few months after he came back. Had a trilogy with Rollins. Thought, okay, potentially do that again for the title this time. But as he lost to Roman Reigns last year at WrestleMania, seemingly they're going to run that back by the looks of it, which is what it is. We'll get more into that later. We'll see what happens here. But yeah, he's still trying to finish the story. And everything that, you know, they do is recently, you know, he was quoted saying, this is bullshit, you know, with winning the Rumble, and then the Rock already, you know, came back and then returned again, and then they did what they did. They said then, you know, with the change that they were doing to live with it, yet, you know, everybody that was bitching about it, you know, well, they don't have to live with that because they bitched enough, you know, and then they forced them to change what they were going to do. And, you know, so talking about, you know, being hypocritical, but pyro form, I think that's the first pyro of the night, right? I mean, yeah, he'll be the guy before too long. What would be absolutely hilarious, I've been thinking about this recently, is they have him, you know, so-called finish this story. He's a, you know, over like Rover, the babyface, they turn him fucking heel, you know, like a little bit after he would win. That would piss people off. That would absolutely piss people off. Like, after all this time, after everything, that he turns into a bad guy. That would be good though. Eventually that'll happen. I don't know when, but no, just everything. It adds another chapter to the story. You know, that's what a story is, folks. You know, like Rome wasn't built in a day, but because people bitched enough, seemingly now they're going to have him and Roman go at it again because he won the Rumble. He had the initial, you know, option to choose anyway. But as I've said, you know, and now there's a couple different options to do it. A couple different options to go about it, I should say. So, what do you want to talk about? Well, we're about to find out. We'll see how this goes.
I think we need to take a moment here in Australia to acknowledge our tribal chief.
Yeah, acknowledge the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Throw him up. We the ones. As Seth Rollins also, as the World Heavyweight Champion, acknowledges the big dog. Cody Rhodes, not going to. Okay, they're going to ask Rollins, who do you want to fight at WrestleMania? Which is, still could be Rhodes, you know. But they're having them together now. You'll have a tag team match for the most part. You'll have a one-on-one match potentially. Rollins says he has some inside information. He wants to
am just days away from being medically cleared to
all of us to know that he's going to be medically cleared here soon. He'll be good to go. He'll be able to wrestle. So whoever wins, well, get ready. But yeah, he's got news. They don't stand a chance. No, but as I said, with Cody and Reigns, they need to do Rock Reigns before they, you know, have Cody finish the so-called story. You know, like that shit can wait. You know, but seemingly now they're going to add another story to the bloodline. And of course you have, you know, Rock back in the fold and seemingly have Rock screw over Reigns. Cody becomes champ, and then, you know, that would set up a match with them later on. But at the same point in time, you know, they could still do, and I think they should, but they won't. Because CM Punk getting injured didn't throw a wrench into it, but it screwed up a little bit, but it worked itself out. Which that, you know, throws in to Elimination Chamber here with, you know, Seth Rollins' potential opponent. Because if, you know, and Punk would probably be in the Elimination Chamber match and win it, you know. So Cody name drops Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but of course he's the great one. If he were here, I'm sure, yeah. Name dropping everything Rock would say. Jabronis. Along with the other Cody Crybabies. Because everybody was bitching. Because they didn't get their fucking way. Well, folks, get over it. It's called life.
Are there any Cody Crybabies in here tonight?
Yeah. Whole stadium full of them. Rock ain't coming out. No, So
I'm sure one thing that The Rock wouldn't want to talk about is the conversation that we had that led us to this point. Why I stepped out of the WrestleMania main event.
yeah, why'd Cody step out? Well, that's the storyline part too. That's why they're not done with everything. You know, there's talk potentially a triple threat. You know, you do what you're told.
People's champion.
Yeah, Rock's the people's champ.
That is a grand and lofty title, one that you cannot self-appoint. And maybe at one point, The Rock was the people's
Like, yeah,
champion.
Cody's story right now, it does have a decade later, a lot like Daniel Bryan's Yes Movement. And then you throw in the authority to it, or that part to it. You know, like fix it, or else. Like you have The Rock and Triple H staring each other down. Well, yeah, before a heart attack, but potentially, yeah, that could have happened again, but seemingly not. Because, of course, Triple H has a pacemaker. But Cody has an announcement. He says he's wide open.
So let's make it official.
Let's make it official.
Rock, I want to wrestle you one-on-one.
Cody Rhodes wants to wrestle Rock one-on-one, anytime, any place. If you somehow. Rollins gets up behind. See, that's the thing. Rollins has his back in all this because he's sick and tired of the 40. Because remember, this goes back to the press conference Super Bowl weekend in Vegas.
We cut the head off the snake.
Cut the head off the snake.
Cody, I admire your challenge to The Rock, but when it comes to the bloodline, you know, the entire world knows there is no such thing as one-on-one.
Yeah, no such thing as one-on-one with the bloodline.
So if and when
Reigns always wins
The Rock
anyway.
decides to take you up on that challenge, just know you won't be fighting that battle alone.
Rollins tells Rhodes, hey, you won't be fighting that battle alone. So there's your tag team match seemingly being made official for WrestleMania with Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and The Rock. Plus, you'll still have the title matches. And as I was saying there with Austin Theory gets involved here, it doesn't matter what you think. He says for Cody Rhodes thinking he's going to face The Rock. But yeah, that was good. I got more, says AT. Finally, Austin Theory. We're going to get some glass shattering. Give me a hell yeah. To finish his story.
That's your boy, right? It's good, man. Hey, you got the big one? You got the big one? You know you got the big one. Come on. Jacket off. Take the jacket off. Come on.
If you somehow.
Show them what it's all about. Yeah, that's it. Come on.
And then Rollins grabs Theory and throws him into the corner. Cody off the ropes with a cutter. And Grayson Waller staring him down because he's like, what the hell did you just do to my set? And then Grayson Waller's like, yeah, fuck it. Let Austin Theory get attacked. So here comes a curb stomp. There you go. And that'll do it for that. That was a good segment. I mean, we know we're getting a tag team match now. And they shake on it. No, but back to what I was saying and everything. Because remember, at the end of the Rumble was 1-2, Cody and Punk. Punk got hurt, been sidelined with injury, and will be. And what the fuck are they doing? Now they faded black. All right. Biggest weekend of the year. Showcase of the Immortals on Grand Stadium Mall, WrestleMania 40. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. City of Brotherly Love hosting Friday Night SmackDown. Hall of Fame, NXT, along with 2 nights of Mania. And then Raw after Mania as well. WWE World the whole entire weekend, but we'll see what matches are, of course, on the card 6 weeks from now. We got 6 weeks to build. But no, it looked like it was going to be, CM Punk challenging Seth Rollins for whatever championship. And then you do, Cody Rhodes and Roman, but you still have The Rock, and like there's a plethora of, shit they could do. But under scrutiny, people saying they fucked it up, and they're going to listen to the fans, but they're not going to. They'll say what they're doing has been the plan the whole entire time. Bullshit. But, it's like, all because the fans bitched enough, they're going to change it. So, once again, it is what it is. It just adds another element to it, but then it's perfect. It adds another story to, Cody's, or adds another chapter, to Cody's story. He's going to have a fucking library by the time his career's done. And this one would be the, get screwed over is the bullshit, part to it. But it just adds more fuel to the fire. Why not continue to wait? Because then, that's what I've been saying, eventually in the long run, whoever then does beat Roman is going to look like an absolute fucking star. Whether it's this person or that person. And what would really piss people off is if he still wins after all of this. But good. Honestly, good. Because then, you think about it, they could buy themselves some time. They could have whoever wins this Elimination Chamber match coming up next not beat Rollins. Rollins retains. Cody doesn't beat Reigns. Cody then gets Rollins later on. Punk's going to be coming back. You circle back around to, sort of where you were at. And then you can still do Reigns Rock for the title later on. But it's seemingly going to be adding another chapter to the Bloodline story. And this time, rather than the Bloodline screwing everybody over, they're the ones getting screwed over. And Rock's going to cost Reigns a title. Cody wins for what it's worth. Like I said, what would piss people off then is it turn them heel afterwards. But good on that end too. That'd make good TV. And then you get, Reigns Rock, later on down the line for a non-title match. And the true, head of the table, tribal chief of the Bloodline. So there's, as they showed off the family tree, there's, with the situation they're in, with potential matches, there's a lot of different fucking branches, a lot of different avenues and roads, if you will, that they could go down. And we're, of course, on the road to WrestleMania. So here we are along for the ride. We'll see what, not the Final Destination movies, but, you know, what the final destination looks like once we get to WrestleMania 40. Because like I said, I still think I do. Been thinking about this lately too, that there's still going to be a few more swerves along the way. That it's just not going to be clear cut. Okay, this is what's advertised. This is what's happening. Whether that's last minute, whether that's, you know, all right, show's started, everybody's thinking this is what's going to be going on, and then boom, last actual second, like in the ring. Not a change of plans because of an injury or anything like that, just part of it, the whole story. This is what's going to happen, you know. I mean, the overall payoff in the long runs, yeah, going to be good for everybody. But of course, the report the other day too, they're trying to get Sylvester Stallone for Rocky, or for WrestleMania, excuse me, because of Rocky Balboa, of course, being centered in Philadelphia. You know, from Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, and then, you know, Rocky Balboa, and then the Creed films. But just that underdog mentality, you know, that's sort of the position Cody's in. You know, I'm not saying Roman Reigns is, you know, Ivan Drago by any means, but that's sort of, you know, where it feels like they're going to take us if that comes about. But that's why we got to sit back and watch. You know, I don't agree with the way they're doing it now. I don't. Like I said, you know, before, this is, I think, the way they should do it. We'll see what happens. Of course, there's always a plan B. Plans change. But they obviously thought the backlash was, you know, too big and too much to, you know, just let slide. And let go that, okay, we got to figure something out, change it. It's like, no, any other time you fucking stick with it and, you know, tell people, you know, kiss it and shove it and everything else, you know, why not now? You know, because overall for everything, it just adds another layer to it, you know. Because then you might look back on it later, it was too soon. Yet, some people are saying already right now it's too late. You know, like, you got to find that middle ground. You got to, you know, be somewhere there in the middle, and at the end of the day, we're all going to have to live with it, whether we like it or not anyway. You know, that's just the nature of it. So we'll see what happens, but that's sort of my take on everything. At least that's what I'm thinking off the top of my head for the situation right now. With my brain fucking fried because it's fucking 7 a.m. on the dot. We're 2 hours into the show. I think we're all fucking tired. Whether we stayed up or got up at whatever time to watch this. Meantime, once again, thanks for tuning in and watching. These are, in fact, WWE Elimination Chamber live watch along reactions. We're host Encyclopedia Sports, Corey Luke 96. So be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to social media. Link in the description below. Thumbs up button, share. Hashtag WWE, hashtag WWE Chamber, hashtag Elimination Chamber. Chat questions and comments, super chat, super sticker, super like, super thanks. Always greatly appreciated. As now, here comes the prize fighter himself, Mr. Kevin Owens, who literally brought a koala bear, to the event today. Was shown carrying a koala bear to the arena, to the stadium, as he's just going to keep fighting on his way to the ring. So he'll be in one of the 4 pods, it looks like, to start off this match. Whoever the first 4 are in the pods, the last 2 will start it off. Same thing as the other Elimination Chamber match. Winner to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. I would have to think Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton are your favorites, followed then by Kevin Owens and let me talk to you, yeah, their dummy, LA Knight, and then Bobby Lashley and Logan Paul's at the bottom. There's no chance in hell Logan Paul's fucking winning this. None. He's the United States champion. Of course, him and Kevin Owens recently have had a lot of beef. But who doesn't have beef with the Paul brothers? You know, they think they're better than everybody. When they're not, they fucking suck. Once again, Jake Paul is only in boxing because he can't fight in MMA. And Logan Paul is only in pro wrestling because he can't do either fighting or boxing, for God's sakes. And he's had, what, one title defense as United States champion since he won the title months ago? A good 4 or 5 months ago, last fall. So here now comes Bobby Lashley. But yeah, next is the men's elimination chamber match. Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and then whoever the next two are will also be in pods. And then the last two will start off 1-2. But also in this match, from Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, yeah, we have Logan Paul, LA Knight, and then Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. Winner to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. So I'll leave it at that. We'll see what happens. We'll dive more into everything else later on. Honestly, at this rate, probably in another video. Of course, AEW Revolution is next Sunday. Back to the original scheduled time for pay-per-view at 8 p.m. Eastern, a week from Sunday, a week from tomorrow. So you should tune in for that. But now here we are back to our originally scheduled program, WWE Elimination. So they're not having Lashley win. There's no fucking chance. No. He's really only in this match because anything else for him to fucking do. He's been in, 6-man tag action as of late. Him and Street Profits up against Cross and AOP. Yeah, so they'll give us this match. Main event then to follow. We might be done by 8 o'clock, maybe a little after. 8:30, I would think, at the latest. So, yeah, it's a 3.5 hour show. There's Kevin Owens mocking. And then Lashley throws his jacket at him. And of course, Owens is in the pod locked up, but then he, actually got fucking hit with it and fell down. Kevin Owens is a fucking national treasure. He loves animals, including pandas. No wonder he was holding a koala bear, earlier. Now here comes Logan Paul, who everybody fucking hates, and rightfully so, because he's not that good. He's not. He's just a, popular, as they zoom in on Kevin Owens as he makes his entrance, popular outside celebrity that they brought in, and I'm not saying, can't entertain or, can't do this or can't do that, but, he's getting shit thrown at him. He's not even that annoying heel. That annoying heel is Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. We just saw, of course, in Grayson Waller effect. Logan Paul is just, hated. will give his gum to somebody holding a Prime bottle. Of course, Prime is his energy drink. But, Owens headbutting the pod. Let's go. As Logan Paul says, Owens is crazy, but just go from eluding to being in an Elimination Chamber match in a 4-year span, from leap year to leap year, because of being popular, you know. And now we're hearing voices in our head. Here comes the Viper, Randall Keith Orton. He's got venom in his veins. The Apex Predator making his way to the ring here, Elimination Chamber. He'll be in a pod. Start off with Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and Logan Paul. So, yeah. Let me talk to you. LA Knight and Drew McIntyre, the Scottish warrior psychopath. We'll start off 1-2. Orton tying Chris Jericho for being in 9 Elimination Chamber matches, they say. I know it's early, but he says thanks for watching. He almost had to retire, so he said. He got his back fused, of course, was out for a year and a half. Came back at Survivor Series. Of course, that was sort of overshadowed by CM Punk's return. I wouldn't be surprised if Orton wins this. I wouldn't. You know, everybody's thinking it's going to be Drew, and McIntyre's facing Rollins. But yeah, give us a WrestleMania 31 rematch. You know, have the world title on the line. Have Rollins and Orton. But you know, remember, Punk's going to be coming back at some point in time. They'll put him back in that scene. It seems like. Like I've said though, don't count out them going back to, you know, what they originally had planned. Like I don't, like I said, don't feel like they're done swerving us. Like we'll just have to see what the hell happens. Because I don't think anybody truly knows what WrestleMania is going to look like this year. And that's not even right now, let alone yesterday, last week. Press conference, you know, a couple weeks ago. Royal Rumble, after Rumble, you know, anywhere in between. And any time from now until Mania, for God's sakes. Like, that's just how, you know, much unknown uncertainty I think there is for most of the matches for WrestleMania this year. I mean, we'll know officially the closer we get to it, but, and I mean, there's some Easter eggs here and there, yeah, but just, we'll just have to see how it turns out. You know, they say they're taking things another level, but we'll truly see how, you know, good it turns out to be. Because it's one thing, okay, hyping it up. I get it's WrestleMania, but, you know how they are hyping up other shows. And then it's that under-deliver part to it. I'm not saying they're going to, but just when it's always they put it out to be, oh, this is the greatest match of all time. This is the biggest WrestleMania ever. You know, they're taking things another level now. Like shit like that. That's when it's like, alright, we'll see. And it's always the prove me wrong factor. You know? And once again, I'm not saying it's going to be bad. It's just right now there's a lot of unknown, which is a good thing, not a bad thing, a good thing. A little mixture of both, but you know, that's why we got to watch. You know, that's the thing with spoilers nowadays. It fucking ruins everything because you know literally everything that's going to fucking happen. You know, like that's just the world we live in now. You know, social media, because everybody's got to know every little fucking thing that everybody's doing at every little fucking second of the day, of every day, of every week, of every month, of every year since it's, you know, come out, and continue on, of course. But yeah, we'll just, like I said, have to see from now until then how we get there, what it looks like when we get there, how it turns out, you know, then, and then, you know, talk about it afterwards. But that's why I just sit back and watch and be along for the ride on this road to WrestleMania. WWE Elimination Chamber co-main event is the men's Elimination Chamber match. Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, Logan Paul, Randy Orton. Drew McIntyre going to take on LA Knight. Yeah, starting it off 1-2.
Worst position to start the Elimination Chamber match. Drew McIntyre at number 2, only 3 winners from that spot. You mentioned CM Punk. Drew McIntyre says he sacrificed himself at the Royal Rumble to take CM Punk out of action, to the point that McIntyre has been referring to himself as the savior of WrestleMania. Also takes credit for Cody Rhodes deciding to put Roman Reigns to face for the Undisputed Championship. Hence the reason for this Elimination Chamber match, where the winner takes on Seth Rollins at WrestleMania for the world title.
This crowd's going to go nuts here in a second because here comes LA Knight. Yeah. Whose game is it? With everybody saying he's originally from Hagerstown, Maryland, not LA. But of course he's from Los Angeles because he's LA Knight. You know, the fucking minor league hockey team, the Kings, the Knights. But you know, from Eli Drake to Max Dupree, back to LA Knight as he was in NXT, up on the main roster, and the megastar he is. I mean, everything's the same character-wise as he's been, you know, through the years. Just name's different, and he's probably more over than he's ever been, but he'll do the same thing what Orton was doing, getting up on top of the pods, and posing. LA Knight, yeah, let me talk to you. So we'll see what happens here. See who wins. But Drew McIntyre, LA Knight going to start it off, and every couple minutes, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, Logan Paul, and Randy Orton will enter. So sit back and watch. Meantime, once again, thanks for tuning in. Let me know in the comments below who you have winning. Winner to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. This is the match we could get a surprise. You know, somebody enters that, you know, isn't technically in the match. Something along those lines. So we'll see what happens. It's officially 7:15 a.m., yes, in the morning. Here we are. because it's about 8 local time, Saturday night in Australia right now. They're 13 hours ahead. A couple chops to the chest from Drew to LA Knight. Yeah, seemingly we'll go to 8:30 because remember the women's elimination chamber match was about 45 minutes. Here it is, quarter after 7. They give us a 45-minute men's elimination chamber match. Goes to 8 o'clock, top of the hour. It's 3 hours, and then you still have the main event with Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax. So, you know, yeah, give that, you know, some time. I don't know, about a half hour, but seemingly, yeah, gonna go to 8:30 now. So another hour, 15 or so, and then we'll sign off.
History has taught us that these elimination chamber matches are grueling, they are lengthy, and if you're not
CM Punk chant from the crowd. What if he enters? You know, injured or not. Of course, Drew's been making a mockery of CM Punk. There he goes, telling LA Knight, you're going to sleep. He's going to hit him with a GTS here, too, it looks like. He's playing mind games. And he almost got him with the GTS, but LA Knight got out of it. And then a quick roll up, but then the knees. Off the ropes, drop kick. LA Knight with a shoulder tackle dive over the top rope into the chamber on Drew McIntyre. Drew getting his head banged off the one pod. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. As Logan Paul watches on. They had to bleep something. Somebody said something. Now the audio is completely gone out. Now it's back. All right. Yeah, 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 yeah. But in the meantime, as Owens gives himself a round of applause, that was good. As Drew McIntyre gets banged off of, how many times? By LA Knight and the Kevin Owens pod. Now one more time chant from the crowd. Owens was punching through the inside the pod to the yeah. And now we got the Slim Jim countdown. I think that might have been a glitch with where they wanted it at. Because they put it in the middle of the screen and then they took it off and didn't put it back up. So who's coming out next? This will be number 3. It'll be Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens going right after Drew McIntyre, now LA Knight. And yeah. And then LA Knight with maneuver to Drew, sending him ringside. There's a choke slam from KO. Senton, cover, 1, 2, kick out. There's a chop. Couple punches. Crowd was counting down, I think, to have somebody enter, but nobody's coming out. Drew from behind on KO. You fucked up, Chan, I think. So they might be bitching about the fucking camera or the video board or the lights now in the WWE Universe. Orton's probably coming out last. Him or Logan Paul's probably coming out last. Lashley's probably coming out next, I bet. Owens off the top rope with a frog splash, cover 1, 2, kick out. LA Knight reverses KO into a kick by Drew. More punches. Power slam. And then a code breaker into a senton. Cover 1, 2, but then Owens rolls over. Cover 1, 2 again, kick out again. Now Owens staring down Orton. Climbs up. Does Orton's pose in front of him. Orton gives him the shoulder shrug. KO's the national treasure, man. He is. And now he goes over to Logan Paul's pod. Starts kicking and punching on the plastic glass. The one pod that's going to break is when Lashley probably goes to spear somebody and it cracks. Because they move out of the way and he goes through it. Or he does spear him through it and it breaks. Headbutt. Owens and LA Knight working together up against Drew McIntyre. Somebody should be coming out here soon. Couple headbutts. Double crossbody from Drew to KO and LA Knight. There's the countdown clock. They're doing it with Slim Jim. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's next? This will be number 4. It's either going to be Bobby Lashley, Logan Paul, or Randy Orton. It'll probably be Lashley. Yep. Some elbow.
Look at the welts already building on the back. Drew McIntyre.
Logan Paul's playing some games. as if it's a fucking car window and he's writing shit on the pod door when it's all foggy.
McIntyre sent out outside the ring. Bobby Lashley now can use the chamber to his advantage.
Lashley going to drive Drew into the chamber, but Drew's holding on to the rope. There you go.
More than enough power and stamina to lead him to the top of the mountain.
Think about the amount of time that Lashley's been performing at this level. I mentioned 2006 he won a chamber match.
EC dub chant.
2011.
Of course, Lashley was ECW whatever champion. Of course, went up against Umaga at WrestleMania 23. Battle of the Billionaires. Donald Trump, Vince McMahon. Loser, of course, Vince. Got his head shaved. And Stone Cold, give me hell yeah, the special guest ref.
Lashley's going to have cause an issue with him trying to lock in the hurt lock.
And then afterwards, remember, Vince became ECW World Heavyweight Champion with his do-rag because he was bald,
McIntyre over the top.
growing his hair back.
Slowly back at Randy Orton. Orton, Paul, the two men remaining in the pods.
Headbutt from Drew.
Rocks the jaw of the Almighty. Just that quick, McIntyre can turn things around.
Now McIntyre out again outside the ring.
There goes Owens. And now, Drew McIntyre.
Drew going up top here.
Drew gonna fly. He has to
Rolls it through.
Lashley.
And then Lashley picks him up and slams him down. Cover. 1, 2, kick out. Showing off a replay. LA Knight getting picked up by Bobby Lashley. And then drop, but LA Knight caught himself. Super kick from Owens. Lashley rolls him up, kick out at 2. Super kick from Owens to Lashley. LA Knight ain't going to cover him, so Owens will 1-2, kick out again. And nobody's been eliminated yet, and either Logan Paul or Randy Orton's coming out here next. Countdown clock at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll see who's next. So it's going to be Logan Paul or Randy Orton. It'll be Randy Orton. So Logan Paul, of course, he's going to fucking enter last. Orton with a big clothesline. Another clothesline on Owens. Owens fighting back, but off the ropes he goes into a power slam. We're getting vintage Orton here, as Michael would say. Here's the DDT off the middle rope. Nope. But Orton gets flipped over the top rope. Oh, shit. They're going to do the DDT on the steel. Vintage. His head didn't even fucking hit. Chamber floor, my ass. They zoomed in on it from the fucking side. That's hard mat. That's what that is. That ain't fucking chamber. That ain't steel. You could tell that was a fucking, thicker black wrestling mat. Especially that sound that it made when he did that. You could tell his head didn't hit. Because they know what they're doing, but I don't think I've ever seen that shot, like that, up that real, up close, in this match. But See what happens. Lashley with a half-ass spear on LA Knight. Could have saw that on fucking TNA like 8 years ago. Lashley going for a spear on McIntyre. Of course, they're two former Impact World Heavyweight Champs, I might add as well. Bobby Lashley and Drew Galloway. Orton, they're saying he's hurt. He's obviously selling an injury. He's okay. I mean, he did get his back fused. He's holding his stomach there, holding his back, but if he was hurt, they'd be checking on him. I think he's just trying to buy some time. LA Knight with the DDT on that side piece to the Elimination Chamber. Extra floor to it outside the ring. As Logan Paul awaits his entrance. And of course, boos from the crowd. Orton's fine. Ref just went over and checked on him. He didn't fucking do anything. Orton back up on his feet. Going back body drop on LA Knight. Yeah, they're going to sell the back injury because that's what he was fucking out with for a year and a half, for God's sakes. I'm sure he's in pain. He had his back fused, for God's sakes. And now, still, nobody's been eliminated, and here comes Logan Paul. And remember, Orton, like, first major match since he's been back. Pod door opens. Logan Paul trying to shut it as Kevin Owens walks up. And now Owens fighting Logan Paul inside of the pod. Kevin Owens beating the shit out of Logan Paul inside the pod at Elimination Chamber. Hell yeah. And now they'll exit and into the other pod they go. Yeah, that had to burn. No, but with Orton, remember, yeah, he was in the Royal Rumble match. This is like truly his first major match he's had since he's been back. I had him do stuff on Raw, but and SmackDown, but of course nothing like the Elimination Chamber I might add either. Logan Paul fighting back on KO. In the meantime, all 6 have entered. Nobody's been eliminated, so yeah. From Drew McIntyre to LA Knight, to Kevin Owens, to Bobby Lashley, to Randy Orton, to Logan Paul. Here we are. Winner to face the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania. Owens telling Logan Paul this is my ring as he punches him. And then, oh shit, Bobby Lashley throws Owens through the pod. There you go with breaking the pod door. And now Lashley's going to spear Logan Paul through the pod. What I say earlier. Yep. Through the pod, Lashley spears Logan. Holy shit chant from the crowd. Thank you, Bobby chant from the crowd. Yes, thank you, Bobby. To Logan Paul, not KO. Claymore kick out of nowhere from McIntyre to Lashley on the extra side to the Elimination Chamber there on the floor.
Because we could have a winner by now. It's quite simply last man standing and everybody's
Yeah. Nobody's been eliminated yet, but everybody's entered. And yeah, like Graves just said, I mean, it's really a last man standing, you know, anything goes. 6-man match inside of a chamber, for God's sakes. We'll go until they have a winner. LA Knight fighting back on Bobby Lashley. Another Claymore kick from Drew McIntyre to Bobby Lashley. That should do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. McIntyre eliminates Lashley. Trying to think who's going to be next to be eliminated. LA Knight and McIntyre going at it. No, I don't think Lashley was the favorite. Like Lashley, like I said, him and Logan Paul are at the fucking bottom of the totem pole, up top. I mean, sure as hell ain't anywhere in the fucking middle. LA Knight, yeah, and then a knee into the corner. Lashley holding his arm as he leaves. I don't know if he is actually severely hurt or, you know, just selling the injury. Superplex off the top rope with the Knight and McIntyre. With an Orton from behind. RKO, no. But then the skull-crushing finale thing LA Knight does. Both the Orton and McIntyre. Here's a cover. But then AJ Styles out of nowhere with a fucking steel chair. And he was able to run into the chamber because the door was open with Lashley leaving. So AJ Styles with a steel chair to LA Knight. Sort of just cost him a pin on Drew McIntyre. Wouldn't have been to win the match by any means, but LA Knight getting screwed over by AJ here. Too sweet. Yeah. You deserve a chant. And now he takes the steel chair away from the ref. And Styles going to Styles clash. LA Knight on the steel chair in the middle of the ring at the Elimination Chamber. Yeah, it is no DQ. So Styles is the surprise there. McIntyre with the cover on LA Knight. 1, 2, 3. So they'll do something with AJ Styles and LA Knight, it looks like. Of course, that goes back to about December when they were both involved with Roman Reigns. Along with Randy Orton, I might add. But there was that one part of SmackDown that, remember, had been at the end of the show. I don't think it was the start. It might have been. I know it wasn't 9 o'clock hour, but it was December, sometimes before Christmas. As Kevin Owens and Logan Paul are going at it after Lashley and Knight have been eliminated. So we had Drew and Orton are in the ring, not doing anything. Kevin Owens, Logan Paul. Logan Paul might be bleeding from his ear, it looks like. But yeah, need ahead. They still haven't shut the chamber door. Now they do. Cannonball into the corner from Owens to both McIntyre and Orton. But there's that part to it that, and it makes sense now that they did that as Owens swanton from the top rope to Randy Orton, 1, 2, kick out, just barely. Sort of, taken away from that moment, if you will, that they had sort of out of nowhere, because I think Reigns was ringside, and then you had another swanton, but McIntyre gets his knees up. I think Reigns was ringside, and then you had AJ come back, sort of a darker, edgier, phenomenal character right now, with the full beard, a long trench coat, giving you the New Japan vibes, like Bullet Club, AJ Styles. But yeah, because remember then too, it seemed like we were going to get just Reigns and Orton at the Rumble. And then you had AJ turn on LA Knight. Then you have him screw him over here tonight at Elimination Chamber. 3, 2, 1 says Drew McIntyre with a Claymore kick on KO, but no, Owens reverses it. Pop-up powerbomb. And then of course fast forward, here comes Logan Paul out of nowhere. But Owens was going to go for a stunner. There you go. Stunner connects. Fucking sells it. Orton. No RKO. Super kick. Orton off the ropes. Pop-up powerbomb, no. Orton lands on his feet. Now the RKO from Orton to Owens. Here comes a cover. 1, 2, 3. Owens has been eliminated, unfortunately. So we're down to 3. Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, and Randy Orton. But then backtrack just a little bit, as I was saying. You fast forward News Revolution, that SmackDown they had after the day 1 on Raw, in which Rock returned, asked, should I sit at a booth, the bar, or head of the table? Just got everybody talking. Okay, finally they're gonna do it. Now we're gonna have to wait even longer because Cody Crybabies are bitching. But remember, they then turned that one match that we thought we were going to get into Fatal 4-Way. That was last month at the Rumble. Here we are a couple weeks later, Elimination Chamber. And they're still tying everything together with all the current, ongoing, stories that we've seen. So Drew McIntyre and almost forgot Randy Orton's name there for a second, staring each other down in the middle of the ring. Off the ropes, power slam. This is all after some boo and yay punches. Logan Paul. Gonna go up top. But then Orton pulls him down. Try to stay awake. Eyes are playing tricks on me. Orton with a couple punches. McIntyre from behind.
That was smart strategy. And again, another blow to the back.
Couple punches to the back of Orton. Of course, back injury. So there's a headbutt. RKO, no, off the ropes. Neck breaker. Drew kips up. And then Logan Paul off the top of the pod with a crossbody. So all three are down and out. Logan Paul reaching into his pants, brass knuckles. Of course, we're inside Elimination Chamber, so anything goes. Yeah, no DQ. He kisses the brass knuckles that were just in his pants. As he will fucking act like he's a fucking, comic book superhero. But then out of nowhere, an RKO from Randy Orton. And we'll roll him over, cover, 1, 2, 3, and now we're down to 2. Either Drew McIntyre or Randy Orton's going to WrestleMania and take on the world champ. Regardless of who wins, people are going to complain because it's not CM Punk because he got hurt. Or it's not Cody Rhodes because they're doing him with, Reigns again. To so-called finish the story. Or finish the so-called story. Excuse me, you get what I'm saying. Orton going to go vintage with a DDT. There you go, off the middle rope on Drew. You got to pin him, though. Orton gonna fall. And yeah. The Viper pounding the mat. RKO, no, off the ropes. Spine buster from Drew. Drew's getting ready for a Claymore here. Claymore, no, because Orton falls. Ref checking in on Orton.
Randy Orton's not going to give up. You know that.
Right, which is why the official might need to stop this.
So McIntyre's going to show no mercy. He showed a lot of mercy late last year. Cost him opportunities in the championship. I don't think we're going to see that through McIntyre here tonight. He's got Orton right where he wants him.
RKO from Orton. But then Logan Paul still there. Hits Orton with some brass knuckles. I guess he never left. And now Drew gonna cover Orton. 1, 2, 3. And Drew McIntyre wins the Elimination Chamber because Logan Paul screws over Randy Orton. Okay, so two things with Drew McIntyre winning. Seemingly they're going to do AJ Styles in LA Knight, and now Logan Paul, Randy Orton potentially for the United States title. And Drew's going to face Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. And people are going to complain because Punk's hurt once again, and you know Rhodes ain't facing Rollins again because he's facing Reigns again. You know, Drew's, you know, no doubt about it, a company guy. He does what they tell him to do, regardless of contract discussions, talks, issues, however you want to put it. A lot of people thought he was gone, you know, months ago. Yet he's still here, and now he's going to be in a main event championship match at WrestleMania for God's sakes. You know, but then you think about it too. In the long run, it add, you know, more fuel to fire. With, of course, Rollins being the world champ. But then CM Punk's supposed to be in the spot, and then McIntyre's, you know, bashing him because he's hurt. And then you'll have the match with Rollins and McIntyre. Whoever wins, okay, then Punk comes back, and then you know you go from there. So, I mean, yeah, Mania's starting to shape up. So yeah, Drew McIntyre wins the Elimination Chamber, defeats Randy Orton because of Logan Paul hitting the Viper with some brass knucks. And he gets pyro in his win. But in the meantime, the main event still to come. We'll have Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax for the Raw Women's World Heavyweight Championship. As Elimination Chamber Down Under is about to come to an end. There's the graphic for what it's worth. Like I said, though, some things are going to be set in stone now, set in place. Like I said, I don't think they're done swerving us yet, though. I think there's going to be a thing or two that, yeah, we could all say at the end of the day, then once it does happen, oh, we saw this come from a mile away. No, I don't think so. There's gonna be something that, you know, they do that it's either gonna, you know, blow our minds, we're either gonna like it or we're gonna hate it. There's not gonna be any in between as they fade to black. This April, here we go. XL City, Philadelphia, PA. Got all access for WWE World WrestleMania weekend. Once again, WrestleMania 40. WrestleMania XL going extra large for the show shows. April the 6th and 7th, all of SmackDown that Friday night 5th, followed by the Hall of Fame ceremony. We still have yet to, you know, hear of any Hall of Fame inductees. So they'll start that, I would think, sometime soon. And then on Saturday around lunchtime will be NXT TakeOver with Stand and Deliver. WrestleMania Night 1 that Saturday, WrestleMania Night 2 that Sunday, with Monday Night Raw after Mania, that Monday Night Raw, and then that will then conclude WrestleMania weekend. So be sure to keep an eye out for videos. I will not be streaming with live watch on reactions for WrestleMania. Why? Because, well, I'll be there live in attendance. So yeah, be sure to go check out some old videos of pro wrestling events as we see another WrestleMania 40 video package. But then keep an eye out for upcoming ones, specifically WrestleMania. So 42 days away, 6 weeks. Be here before you know it. It's a weekend after Easter weekend. There you go. As they'll ring the bell, the Liberty Bell, that is. That can't be a live shot right now. It might be, but I highly doubt it. So they're going to start previewing WrestleMania, it looks like. They just gave us an aerial shot of the Lincoln Financial Field, home of the Philadelphia Eagles in that football league, in Philly. So that'll get people talking. Can't wait to come back. When's going to be the next, WWE show in Australia? When's going to be the next, WWE show here or there or wherever? Now it's time to play the game. Here comes the King of Kings, the Cerebral Assassin, Paul Levesque, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H. Are you ready? It's all about the game. He's probably going to announce the attendance of it. He's going to say, like, unbelievable. Thank you. What a crowd. What a show.
I just wanted to come out here for a second to say thank you.
He says, thank you.
On behalf of the WWE, on behalf of every superstar back there, thank you for inviting us into your home. Thank you for being great hosts. Thank you for this wonderful Omnis Arena. It's been an incredible night, and I want to let you know the attendance here tonight, the official attendance.
Here's the attendance.
52,000.
They say 52,000. 5259. Not done yet. I got the main event still to come here. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. we'll go to 8:30. Rhea Ripley going to retain over Nia Jax here shortly. So, that'll do it. More pyro. They're saving all the pyro for the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is the battle for the Women's World Championship. The number one contender, the challenger, is this one. She's the irresistible force, Nia Jax, looking to ruin the homecoming of the Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley.
Not going to happen. So they'll take a break. We'll get back to it. Then we'll get entrances. We'll get the match, and yeah, we'll be done by 8:30. Get some shut eye before this main event starts. So I won't actually doze off, pass out as I shut my eyes here, but I'm gonna rest them until we get back to the action. So.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Streaming only on Peacock.
Hey, what's up there? Oh, I switched to H&R Block. Doing my own taxes online. I was able to file free, and it was so easy to do on my own. So long, TurboTax.
You can file free and easily do your own taxes online with H&R Block. When a rookie stunt driver meets the trailer, you thought he'd seen it all. There's bound to be action. But this is no ordinary blockbuster. It's a Nissan sales event ad, so you better act fast. Don't miss out on impressive President's Day savings.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or get $2,000 in back cash on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Hurry to the Nissan Ready to Drive sales event.
Remember this?
Trump is focused squarely on overturning the election.
Election deniers like him are on the ballot again. And they don't respect your vote. Get the facts at electiondeniers.org.
Now head over to Monday at 8 p.m. The biggest furniture never sell of the year. Sale not 15, not 20, but an extra 25% off the entire store. Plus get 60-month special financing with no money down. And your last chance to save up to an incredible $1,100 on genuine Simmons Beauty Rest. That's an extra 25% off plus 5 years special financing. It's the big one, the President's Day sale through Monday at the Bear.
What if my type 2 diabetes takes over? What if all I do isn't enough? Or what if I can do diabetes differently?
Now you can with once weekly Mounjaro. Mounjaro helps your body regulate blood sugar. And Mounjaro can help decrease how much food you eat. 3 out of 4 people reached an A1C less than 7%. Plus, people taking Mounjaro lost up to 25 pounds. Mounjaro is not for people with type 1 diabetes or children. Don't take Mounjaro if you're allergic to it, you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Mounjaro and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, vision changes, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis and gallbladder problems. Taking Mounjaro while sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Tell your doctor if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can cause dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I can do diabetes differently with Mounjaro.
Ask your doctor about once weekly Mounjaro.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you, not one based on whatever this person is doing. Get a rate based on you, drive rides, and the Allstate Act.
All right, here we go. Main event time, WWE Elimination Chamber. Nia Jax challenging Australia's own Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's World Heavyweight Championship. So See what happens. Rhea ain't losing, no. No chance. No, Rhea ain't losing. I wake up from my little cat nap, resting of the eyes. But about damn time it's main event time.
She's been intimidated this entire week when she arrived here in Perth.
Mommy chant from the crowd. And this is her brutality. She's back. She left, and now she's back, and from the time she left until now returning, she has changed a lot. From being the long-haired blonde that, she thought, okay, she's going to be the next Charlotte Flair, to having a dark side and, being marked out as, this generation's China, if you will. And, part of the Judgment Day, former NXT Women's Champion. She's currently the Raw Women's World Heavyweight Champ. So, there's no way she loses. None. This is like Paige, Saraya, going back to London for All In this past year when they were at Wembley. And of course she came out to Queen's We Will Rock You. So here we go. And we'll get about a 20-minute match.
World Championship
Nia gets introduced. And now Rhea Ripley back home in Australia. Aussie, 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 oi, oi.
City wrestling in Adelaide at 15 years old. Her trainers, Chris and Matt Basso, recalling her special personality, how she was hungry and charismatic, just a metalhead from Adelaide. And now Rhea Ripley competes in her homeland for the first time in 7 years. And she comes here tonight.
So bell rings, main event of the Elimination Chamber underway. Let's go mommy chant from the crowd. They lock up.
You can take advantage of what has been an emotional week for Rhea Ripley. She admitted the butterflies were going to set in the day off. She's pumped. This is her Mania moment before her WrestleMania moment. Nia Jax could take advantage of that.
You're absolutely right, and I think Nia needs to do it so. Rhea cannot let this crowd build behind her. I'm sorry, Nia cannot let Rhea have this crowd build behind her.
Rhea trying to do everything to get Nia down, but Nia's still on her feet. Drop kick, but into the corner. Gonna pick her up now, and then Nia knocks her down, and then a senton.
Just malice behind every movement, every thought in Nia Jax's mind right now.
Rhea just whipped into the corner on the #1 contender to the Women's World Championship. Splash in the corner, and Nia is screaming down at Rhea Ripley's family. She has 13 family members here in the front row tonight, including her mother Anna, her dad Peter, and Calissa, her sister. Nia Jax was just screaming down at them as she was destroying Rhea Ripley as she does so here in the corner.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who will take motivation from that. If you're Nia Jax, you know
Nia right now in control of Rhea Ripley. Headbutt.
you try and use that as a weapon against your opponent rather than something to motivate them.
Rhea Ripley has not been pinned in nearly 2 years.
Off the ropes, leg drop.
Big leg drop to the back of Rhea, who just screamed out in pain.
Slaps her, but then Rhea fighting back with some kicks.
Rhea's had the title almost 2 years. She beat Charlotte Flair back in WrestleMania.
Right now, Nia looking to rip the arms clean off the champion. Oh! Stomp in the face of Ripley.
Corey, we talked a lot about this. This is a much different Nia Jax than her first run here in WWE. She's very confident. She's methodical. She knows what she needs to do in the ring. Oh, just like that.
I've got to know Nia Jax relatively well over the years. She was very open and honest as she executes a stretch muffler submission. This is agonizing on all parts of the
I wonder if Buddy made the trip.
And you got to give Nia credit. Changing up her game, starting up submissions, trying to take the champion away. I don't think Rhea Ripley was expecting this type of offense out of Nia Jax.
I agree with you. I think Rhea probably came into this expecting a straight-up power game. And Rhea was excited about that prospect. There aren't too many...
Rhea trying to get a rope break here.
Nia Jax just using everything in her arsenal to keep the champion down.
And look at the confidence, how deliberate Nia is with all of her movements. She's not rushing, she's taking her time, not opening herself up for error.
And again, trash talking the family members in the front row as she continues to punish the champion.
Fuck you, Nia chant from the crowd.
Rhea trying to fight back.
Headbutt.
They embarrassed Rhea Ripley in her home country. So much has been made of Rhea returning as champion, and for Nia to take that away.
Like I said earlier, this has like a DQ finish written all over it. Like somehow, some way, Dom comes out. Remember, he got thrown out earlier, but he, you know, does something. Ref sees it clear as day. Unless Rhea beats her clean 1, 2, 3, you know, makes her pass out. Maybe pins her. But, no, from using a steel chair or, you know, something from under the ring. They'll both get back to their feet here. Rhea fighting back. Couple of slaps to the chest here. Of course, because she's the champ, DQ finish, she retains, you know, and she'll maintain her title reign and walk into Mania as champ. Remember, Becky Lynch won earlier. She's going to face the winner at Mania. It's going to be Rhea. Just how they, you know, have this match finish. Is it going to be a clean 1, 2, there's a kick out, but 3, or is it going to be DQ, something wacky, something crazy? We'll see. Yeah, probably another 10 minutes. Ugh. First yawn, which surprising. But I'm tired.
That's really defined what it means to see Rhea's brutality in WWE. At the beginning of her entrance, for God's sake, says this is my brutality, and it's all based around the power game. Oh!
I think they've done a good job, though, of, you know, as we all have, pushing through this, whether we stayed up or got up whatever time to start watching it. Good job of not falling asleep or, you know, turning it off or anything along those lines. Like I said, I just got some rest of my eyes there right before the main event started. Just a couple minutes. Drop kick off top rope, kick out at 2. But Rhea's in the meantime starting to fight back here.
This is where Rhea Ripley needs the WWE Universe the most. This is where she needs off the stadium to come to life, to will Rhea forward. Because as this match progresses, Nia is looking forward more now.
Close line by Rhea.
Nia has Rhea on her shoulders. Samoan drop. And off the ropes. Leg drop, nope. Drop kick, yep.
Trying to fight through the pain. Back has been beaten up by Jax.
Rhea up top, nope. Nia standing on the middle rope and gonna Samoan drop Rhea from there, middle of the ring. Cover 1, 2, kick out. She hit pretty hard too.
When was the last time you've seen Rhea Ripley in this much jeopardy, Corey?
Honestly, I'd have to take it back to WrestleMania last year in her classic matchup with Charlotte.
Rhea now has Nia up on her shoulders. She's going to drop her. And face first into the turnbuckle. Now Rhea going to go up top. This might be the finish. Viva la Raza. Frog splash on Nia. Cover. 1, 2, kick out. Riptide? No. Nia throws Rhea over the top rope. They're going to fight ringside now, it looks like. They might take out the announce table. Yeah. It's a main event, why the hell not? And tear it down anyway. Yep, there goes the announce table. She might win by count out. She might powerbomb Nia through the table here and then, get back in the ring and win by count out. Now, Nia, Samoan drop through the table, but I am the table. Table did not break. Table did not fucking break. Now Nia standing on the office chair. Better hope that damn thing doesn't break. And now she's going to frog splash her through the table. Okay. So I think they improvised on that. So the table does break now. And now Nia rolls Rhea back into the ring. Nia going up top. And then sits on Rhea. 1, 2, and Rhea kicks out. Nia can't believe it. The table not break. And it finally did. Kick to the gut.
Nia Jax is just pissed off and angry right now. Not going well for the Women's World Champion. Nia continues to damage. And punish.
Nia gonna go up top and try to slam down and sit on her again. Rhea's gonna move this time, yeah. She throws her over the top rope, pushes her over the top rope. She's sitting on the ring apron now. And she caught herself. Rhea climbing up top. There's Nia. As Rhea's gonna try to, of course, Nia's helping her out a little bit here. Stepping up too. But vertical superplex off the top rope. Headbutt. Nia injured me sign. Yeah? Who hasn't she hurt? Nia's up top. Here comes Rhea. As Mommy's home. Looking to finish it right here. Vertical superplex from Rhea Ripley to Nia Jax off the top rope. Holy shit chant from the crowd. And then a black mass, if you will, from Maria to Nia Jax with the Riptide. Here's your cover and finish. 1, 2, 3, and Rhea Ripley defeats Nia Jax in the main event of Elimination Chamber as the WWE went down under for the show. She's still the Women's World Heavyweight Champion. So, looks like, yeah, Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, Io Sky, Bayley in the women's division for the world titles. We'll see about the tag team titles with the Kabuki Warriors. Yeah, seemingly going to be Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, but a tag team match with Rhodes and Rollins and Reigns Rock. You'll have Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre now as well. Potentially Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, AJ Styles, LA Knight, Logan Paul, Randy Orton. To name a few, at least that I can think of right now. It's fucking 8:30 in the morning after a 3.5 hour show for 5 a.m. Eastern start. I'm damn tired. So I think that's it for the most part right now. I'm sure I'm missing something, but we'll get more into it later on at another time, different date. So just be sure to subscribe. Be sure to keep an eye out for upcoming videos as well. Like I said, though, no live stream for WrestleMania because I will be there in attendance, so be sure to keep an eye out for videos. But Rhea celebrates, and they'll give her pyro in the win. Good show. Very good show. Yeah, WrestleMania is 6 weeks away, 42 days. So she celebrates. They say thanks for watching. Good night. Good morning. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, now mommy, 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 oi, oi. As she retains. So they'll fade to black and now give us a recap of everything that happened. As on the kickoff pre-show, we had the Kabuki Warriors retain the tag team titles. On the main card, we had Judgment Day retain the tag team titles as well. We had on the Grayson Waller effect, Grayson Waller, of course, with Austin Theory, special guest, the World Heavyweight Champion, and Seth freaking Rollins, along with Cody Rhodes, who's won the Royal Rumble, going to be challenging Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, it looks like, for the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship. That's 6 weeks from now, 42 days away. Hard to believe, but here we are, and we'll be here before we know it. Once again, no live stream for WrestleMania, as I will be there, so be sure to keep an eye out for videos. But then we had Becky Lynch win the Women's World Elimination Chamber match, along with Drew McIntyre winning the Men's Elimination Chamber match. They'll now be challenging the Raw World Heavyweight Champs at WrestleMania. Becky and Rhea, Drew and Rollins. So, of course, then in the main event, Mommy Rhea Ripley defeats and retains her Women's World title over Nia Jax. So, yeah, pretty damn good show. First time in 6 years in Australia. I would have to think the next time they go back for a show like this, yeah, it's probably going to be, similar, if not a little sooner. I mean, shit. Next, they're going to be going to France for Backlash. And then they'll be going to Germany for the Bash in Berlin. As coming up, we'll have WrestleMania, we'll have Backlash, we'll have Money in the Bank. And then SummerSlam still yet to be announced. But seemingly know where that's going to be at. Just don't know officially when. So cue some rock and roll music, if you will. And then, yeah, the Bash will be in Berlin, Germany at the end of August. So from the States to wherever they are globally, they're going to be in your neck of the woods at some point in time for, a show or two, or, pay-per-view, premium live event, if you will, like this. So, I'll leave it at that. We'll see how, the rest of the road to WrestleMania shakes out from now until WrestleMania 40. Just be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. More content soon. So, yeah, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Links in the description below. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of Elimination Chamber here tonight, this morning, whatever time it was for you when you started watching this, whether it was from the start to the finish, you started in the middle and just now finished like us, or if you're watching this, on replay, on demand, later on tonight, tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever the hell you watched it, let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, though, as always, thanks for tuning in and watching. That'll do it for myself, your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cohen Luke 96, live right here on YouTube. So, also let me know what official matches you think are officially going to be on the WrestleMania 40 XL. Is they're going extra large, of course, because 40 in Roman numerals is XL. Come April the 6th and the 7th for Mania in Philly. Let me know in the comments below your official match card predictions as well. But in the meantime, yeah, that'll do it for myself, your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cohen Luke 96, over on YouTube for WWE Elimination Chamber. So, AW Revolution next week. You should tune back in for that. And then once again, no live stream for WWE WrestleMania, as I will be there live in living color, live in attendance. So be sure to keep an eye out for videos. I will have content from SmackDown, the Hall of Fame, to NXT, to both nights of WrestleMania, and Monday Night Raw after Mania. So just be sure to subscribe. It's the easiest way to stay up to date is, in fact, on social media. Once again, links in the description below. And thanks for tuning in and watching.